Welcome to our episode today, in which we illuminate a topic that is not only fascinating but also potentially life changing: fasting and its possible role in cancer treatment. We all may know fasting as a trend for weight loss or for general health, but can it actually be a weapon against cancer? The idea that abstaining from food or fasting not only affects metabolism but could also provide significant support in cancer therapies sounds almost unbelievable at first. However, scientists around the world are working on this very possibility. They are exploring the complex interactions between food intake, cell behavior, and metabolic processes to find out whether and how fasting could be integrated into cancer therapy. These studies shed new light on cancer treatment by suggesting that nutrition is much more than mere energy supply. It could play a central role in the medicine of the future. So let us dive deeper into the fascinating world of fasting and its potential effects on cancer biology. When we fast, numerous processes in our body change. One of the most significant discoveries in this context concerns a substance called insulin-like growth factor 1, a growth-promoting protein that stimulates cell division. Normally, this factor is crucial for the regeneration and growth of healthy cells, as it promotes cell proliferation. However, cancer cells utilize the same mechanism to accelerate their aggressive growth. They use insulin-like growth factor 1 to divide more quickly and thus expand the tumor. During fasting, the insulin-like growth factor 1 levels in the body decrease significantly, which could have fatal consequences for cancer cells. Without the usual growth impulses that insulin-like growth factor 1 provides, their division rate is slowed down. At the same time, healthy cells remain largely unaffected by this decline, as they are in a natural protective mode activated by fasting. This ability to starve cancer cells by adjusting metabolism so that they no longer receive growth incentives is a revolutionary approach in cancer research. But that is not all. Fasting also influences other metabolic processes, including autophagy, a mechanism through which the body breaks down and recycles damaged cell components. These processes could also play a key role in how the body responds to and fights cancer cells. There is increasing evidence that fasting could enhance the effects of chemotherapy. Chemotherapy attacks rapidly dividing cells, which can affect both cancer cells and healthy cells. Fasting, on the other hand, seems to make normal, healthy cells more resilient to the side effects of chemotherapy, while cancer cells become more susceptible to attack by the medications in their weakened, starved form. The scientific literature describes how fasting could inhibit tumor growth while simultaneously increasing DNA damage in cancer cells. This mechanism allows the immune system to work more effectively by putting it into an enhanced defense mode through fasting. The body is essentially prepared to fight cancer with full force, supported by chemotherapy, which could become even more effective in this state. Despite the exciting discoveries, research is still in its early stages. Clinical studies in humans have so far yielded mixed results. While some investigations suggest that fasting can improve the effects of cancer therapies by protecting healthy cells and weakening cancer cells, there are also studies that found no clear advantage. This indicates that the exact mechanisms by which fasting can influence cancer treatment are not yet fully understood. One reason for the variability in results could be that not every person and not every cancer responds the same way to fasting. Different types of fasting, from strict water fasting to more moderate, fasting-like diets that allow certain foods in small amounts, can have very different effects on the body. These differences make it difficult to provide universal recommendations and require a highly individualized consideration of each situation. A particularly exciting discovery in recent years is that fasting could also have a profound impact on our microbiome. The trillions of bacteria that inhabit our intestines and play an important role in digestion, the immune system, and the regulation of inflammation. These tiny organisms may also influence how our body responds to cancer therapies and could be an underestimated factor in cancer treatment. An animal study showed that fasting-like diets promoted the growth of certain beneficial gut bacteria, such as Lactobacillus johnsonii, which in turn inhibited tumor growth. These bacteria could therefore, in combination with fasting, contribute to a more natural support of cancer therapy by strengthening the immune system and mobilizing the body's defenses. The idea that fasting, our microbiome, and the immune system could work together to combat cancer opens exciting perspectives for the future of medicine. However, we are still at the beginning of fully understanding the complex interactions between nutrition, microbiome, and cancer. Further studies are needed to better explore the mechanisms that govern these processes. What is becoming clear, however, is that fasting could play a significant role in cancer therapy in the future. One day, doctors might prescribe personalized fasting programs specifically tailored to a patient's metabolism and microbiome to enhance the effectiveness of therapies while reducing side effects. Until then, however, it is important to note that any decision regarding fasting should always be made in close consultation with a physician, especially in the case of serious illnesses like cancer. Fasting is not suitable for everyone, and there are risks that need to be carefully weighed. We hope you have gained an inspiring insight into the fascinating world of fasting and its potential role in cancer research. Science is constantly evolving, and who knows what new findings await us in the coming years. Until then, we wish you all the best and sincerely thank you for your attention.